Hello everyone and welcome back to Clash of the Dragons. Last episode we beat the first scenario and today we're going to be starting on the second one and hopefully beating it as well. So, Dragon's Blood. Tarna must acquire the vial of Dragon's Blood so we can take the gold and green dragons out from Mutare's control. Be careful not to lose Tarnum. All heroes will be limited to level 12 and Tarnum and two of his best captains will transfer to the next scenario. So it's either one to attack or one to defense. I think we'll take attack, and we shall be playing on hard. And us begin. It's unfortunate that they were not able to bring the narration in from the original Clash of the Dragons into this version, so we get the full cutscene at least, which is a nice touch. So that's Mutare, who we will be fighting against, and is the main antagonist of the series. And this is her turning into a dragon, which I guess would have to be pretty cool if you ask me, but I guess she's not too cool because she wants to take over the world or something. But anyways, the Dragon Talker's account of the disappearance of the good dragons has left me concerned for their safety. One morning, blank stares in their eyes. They took to the air and flew east towards Nighan. The Dragon Talker tried to stop them, but what can an old woman do to stop a dragon? If the Dragon Talker is right that the Dragon Queen Mutare has indeed gained the ability to control the minds and wills of all dragons, then the world will soon be under Nighan rule, and Mutare would be a greater tyrant than I had been when I was a barbarian king. Well, that's pretty impressive if you ask me, based on what we know from his rule in the past, from past games. So, anyways, now I know that I must not only save the good dragons, but I must stop Mutare no matter what it takes. Okay. So Ivor did not stay with us, unfortunately, but whatever heroes we get this time. Oh, would you look at that? He did stay with us. Definitely want to have him again. This time at least we start with 4, so we don't have to spend too much time gathering wood. Let's immediately try to get more units. Okay. Trade with Tarnum. More sharpshooters. And you can wait for Tarnum to get out of the way. Who's gonna grab this? Definitely grab this. Some crystal, some ore. Get that ore pit. Ivor can grab the wood. Here. There's campfire. Lots of familiars. Definitely want to try to get the as early as possible. Okay. Grab this. Oh! How nice to have the Centaur's Axe again. Definitely want to visit this once we have some more money to spare. Take this crystal. Could be ambushed, but I don't think so. Let's go for it. Nice. Okay. Yeah, that's a tough garrison to beat, and I don't know. I don't even think we'll ever be able to beat it, or maybe we will, depending on how things go. Let's get this mystical garden and a homestead ASAP. Awesome. I sit with Aspen, my advisor, each night to play a game of chess. I always lose, but it's a chance for us to discuss our plans for the next day in private. The Elf King sent one of his own captains to find the vial of Dragon's Blood months ago before all this happened. He heard it had fallen into Nighan hands and didn't want our enemy to possess such an artifact, Aspen said and absently moved his queen. They obviously didn't find it, so what happened, I said. Saw a weakness in Aspen's defense and moved my knight to take advantage of it. Check, I said. Aspen smiled and didn't even look at the board. The group sent to retrieve the vial has never returned, and is assumed dead. I see, I said. Your move. Aspen moved his queen once again and said, checkmate. The old elf's gloating face always makes me want to smash the board in two, but I resisted. One day I'll win, and then I'll teach him how a barbarian gloats. So he's changed, but he is changed, but hasn't changed, it seems. Definitely want to get this home soon. And I think it's possible with this army. P.E.K.K.A, what else isn't too much to deal with? Go here, see what the Stream of Knowledge wants. 2,000 gold. Definitely want to grab that later on. An Enchanted Spring. Give us Pegasus. Yes, we have plenty of crystals, so why not? The Pegasus have decided to join my search for the good dragons. Although their aerial attacks will be a priceless benefit to my army. My master of supplies is angry with me. More mounts? That's the last thing I need. Kerbon shouted when I told him. Well, guy, I don't like that attitude. We need as strong as possible we need the strongest army we could have to be able to destroy these dragons and such, and here you are complaining. It's like he doesn't even care. Do this and this. 1 health. That is very annoying, but whatever. More sharpshooters. Actually, let's get 3 groups. I think that'll be good. Pack of hellhounds should be pretty easy too. A local dwarf tells you that the gold mine has been abandoned for 3 months ever since some giant dogs made it their den one night. Every attempt by the miners to expel the hellhounds has failed. Lives have been lost. So, you offer to give them a hand in return for a steady supply of gold to help support your forces. Agreed, says the dwarf miner. 16. That is easy as it gets. How much health did he live with? 12. Good. Ooh, basic earth magic. That is exactly what we needed. We have to... Ooh, scouting. That's perfect for someone like him. Okay, you can actually stand here. Want a dwarf hut. And send Tarna back. Ooh. Citadel. We could get a castle, but we won't have too much money for units, so I think I'd much rather at least get this. And have him sit in the castle. What exactly does this vial of dragon's blood do? I asked Aspen as we ride. It's said to be the blood of the first dragon dame, the one who gave birth to all the dragons. Aspen said, that can't be proved though. Just a tiny drop of the blood within the vial can make a dragon stronger. And I've heard no matter how often you use it, the vial never runs dry. So how it's supposed to break Mutare's control over the good dragons? I guess the dragon's blood has more powers than we know. Maybe it strengthens their mind as well as body. And I guess if you drink it as a human, you turn into a dragon? Maybe? Or maybe it's just the case with Mutare. Yeah, I think we'll want to hold on to as much money as possible. So let's just end our turn. Yes, end our turn. Okay. And take what's important. Definitely more sharpshooters, and there goes most of our money. But this is quite a decent army, and we could just do this and get some more money. Normally I'll take XP, but I think money is our biggest problem. I want to build a town hall, swap these two. Grab these, since you'll be meeting Tarnum probably. Tarnum can clear these guys out. Oop. Grab the Pegasi. A few extra troops. And do this. Oh, that's really annoying. 20 gold short. Oh, I did not mean to skip that. My bad. But I guess it's just some little bit of lore with that. Crystal Cavern. Okay, so we'll probably want to do this. Build a Mage's Guild, or Marketplace, excuse me. Like this, and have him camp. Today, Aspen provided me with a map of the region. including our best information about the land of the devils across the mountains. I must find a way into that land. It'll take me too long to build an army large enough to get through that fire gate, that's for sure. So, if I can't go through, I must go around. And that means the ocean. Our information is vague, but we do know the devils don't have a port. The real question, however, if they have any place where we could land a ship. Well, we'll be finding that out very soon. Once we send Ivor out to the seas to explore. One of your scouts returns from the shipyard with news that a renegade group of Grand Elves has taken control of it and refused to give it up. All attempts to bribe them have been rejected, and finally you have no choice but to force them to leave. This should be winnable with just the sharpshooters. Build this boat, and I guess we can send Tarnum over to that. Ivor, hop on, buddy. Start exploring while we protect the land. Probably should have bought something like a blacksmith at the Mage's Guild. 1,000, 2,000. It's more important to me to get. Oh, we can always just do this. Get some extra money. Oop. Those are not my centaurs, but shouldn't matter. Okay. This and this, and what are we missing? Let's see, we have leadership, archery, armor, offense. Oh, I think we can take luck actually. It's not a terrible thing, and it could definitely be helpful once we get to the later scenarios and to start having to deal with dragons and such. So let's take luck, I think, right? Yeah, definitely. Okay. And 3 crystals and 4,000 gold. 1,500. Pendant of freedom. You pull the shipwreck survivor from certain death in an unforgiving ocean. Grateful, he rewards you for your act of kindness by giving you the pendant of free will. Immune to hypnotize. Not too helpful. But still a nice gesture. Okay. We can have Tarnum head back to the castle. Build this blacksmith. And no one to recruit. Let's see, who else? No one with navigation, unfortunately. Sirens. As the sirens sing their eerie song, your small, determined army manages to overcome the urge to dive headlong into the sea. Oh, well, that's not very nice of them. Kerbin, my master of supplies, has requested that I hire a hero responsible for visiting the windmill, mystical garden, and water wheel each week. It seems a good idea, since I may get too busy to do it myself, or too far away. Not only that, this new hero can collect the new troops trained into places like the Enchanted Spring and the Dwarf Cottage. Poor Kerbin, more mouths to feed. Considering the scope of your mission, the Elf King has sent you some extra troops. How nice. Oh, that's actually very nice. 15 additional centaur captains, 15 dwarves, and 10 wood elves available to recruit in Elfland. Awesome. Let us build this city hall. Recruit what we can. Just set like this for now. Let's see. Prison. Lots of pit fiends. Oh, nice. I already read this, and plus 4 in knowledge. Definitely better than the last artifact. Zyron. Not too strong, nothing we really need to worry about. Oh, plus 1 to luck. Once again. After spending hours trying to find the chest, fish the chest out of the sea, you open it and find 1,000 gold and the cards of prophecy. Awesome. Oh, a mermaid. And another shipwreck survivor. Let's buy the castle. And then work towards getting the capital. Or now Tarnum can do all this work. Let's see. Yeah, a little stronger. Still nothing we need to worry about. Graniture of Interference. We already did this. 5 to magic resist. Some luck. Okay, we can head back with Tarnum. Or with Ivor, I should say. Grab this, and now we just wait for the capital, I guess. Ooh. Alright. Well, this morning, some dwarven guards brought me an elf with his hands bound behind... Can't speak again. With his arms bound behind his back. He was skulking around, trying to slip by us, said one of the dwarves. The elf smiled when he noticed Aspen standing next to me. Do you know him? I asked my advisor. Well, yes. This young elf is one of the Elf King spies, Aspen told me. Then to the spy he said, Go on, tell us what you're doing around here. Last I heard you were in Nighan, weren't you? Were you not? I was, said the spy. I have urgent news for the king. The Nighans are building a massive army. It can only mean an invasion. I see. Then you must be running to the king, Aspen said. When the spy was gone, Aspen said to me, No doubt, the Dragon Queen has found a use for the good dragons. Soon, I imagine they'll be flying all over our borders at the head of her army. I won't let that happen, I promised. Okay, it's only Zyron. So, no one we really need to worry about. Oh, well, that's not good. You were concentrating on navigating your ships safely through the sharp rocks, so you were unprepared for the winged old woman who flew out from the caves high up in the cliff's face. Harpies, screamed the sailor in the crow's nest. Sadly, he was the first to fall, as one of the harpies carried him away to her cave. Then the rest were upon you. You had to defend yourself. Nothing we can do about this. So, I guess just attack and let it end. That's quite annoying. Well, now we know that's there. So, let's do this. And he's not there. Well, I guess we'll maybe take Thorgrim soon. Or now. Oh, I can finally build a capital. Okay, sit here with Tarnum. Take back my crystal cavern from them. Okay, let's do this. And let's just go here, I guess. Thorgrim, come here. Ooh, that's right. Definitely want to upgrade our dwarves. And we shall wait for next turn. Okay, so we want to go explore this with Tarnum. So we'll do that, but we don't want both heroes to get stuck. Excuse me. I think we'll definitely want Lena just for her passive and estates. She can follow Tarnum. And then we need to start building up Thorgrim's army in case they try to attack us again. As I ate my morning meal, Aspen approached me with a worried expression on his face. What is it? I said. You'll have to do without my company for a while, Tarnum. I must be off. Off? Where? I just received word carried by messenger bird that one of our spies is trapped behind enemy lines and needs help. Apparently he has remarkable news about a plot against the Elf King, Aspen said. Take some soldiers with you, I said. I don't want you dying before I get the chance to beat you at chess. Nay, I must go alone. Better that, better than I not been seen. Excuse me. I reluctantly agreed, then asked, "How is it you know so much about the Elf King's spy, Aspen?" Smiling, the old fellow said, "I haven't been an advisor all my life. There was a time when I was Aspen the spy. If I say so myself, the best spy in the world." "Of course," I said. Very arrogant person, as we learned. But I guess... Nope. I can't do that until Tarna moves. More elves. Okay. Well, we know that ambush is here, so... Nothing to worry about at all. Can't reach. No problem. Give her a boat and sail there as well. Dwarves, and that's all we can afford. Okay, you are nothing I really need to worry about, in my opinion. Oh, okay. You're riding past a stand of dead trees when to your surprise, an elf runs out. He's followed by more of his company. All of them appear tired and dirty. I thought I would never again set my gaze upon a friendly face. But here you are, the elf archer says. What are you doing here, you ask? We were part of a scouting expedition in search of the vial of dragon's blood. But we were we were set upon by demons and captured. We were brought here to be tortured, but we escaped thanks to the efforts of our captain, Valita. We've been hiding ever since, looking for a way off this accursed island. You're most fortunate that we stopped here, you say. What happened to your captain? Dead, I hope, the elf says sadly. She's been imprisoned here for months. The fiends who dwell on this island are masters of torture. The elves gladly join your army for the chance to exact their revenge upon the creatures that hold their leader. Ooh, 17 grand elves. That's very nice. Okay. Send her here as well. Definitely want to get grand elves if we're going to be fighting. Many Pegasus, split the elves up. We have some resources to spare, if you ask me. Leave 10 of this and 10 of this. Oop, that's 11. 25 dwarves. 100. Actually, we can just do this. Sure. Okay. I definitely think that's more than enough to defend against this. We have a castle. So I think we are... Actually, you know what? 12, 7, buy a spell book, oops, and buy some more dwarves. Okay. And they aren't even attacking us. Do we want to go on the offensive here? Would we win on the offensive though? 20. It's definitely possible. Let's give it a shot, why not? Okay. We have a spell book. 750. Not something we can get. Whatever. Okay. Let's attack Zyron. Ooh, that's a lot of gogs, actually. Let's wait. chip away at these guys. Yeah, this is actually a lot more than I thought. But it doesn't hurt to try. I think we move here. Oh, that's actually really good. Bless him for one turn. I guess we'll then move them back. Have these guys attack the gods. Wait. So we're going to take up the hellhounds. Away with the dwarves, see what they do. Yeah, could have guessed that. Oh, 38. Ouch. Okay, I want to get in front of these guys. We will actually just defend with the centaurs, I think. Six. Weaken these guys. Kill them. Kill them. Yeah. Should have expected that. I'm gonna move you up. Start taking care of the demons. I'll move you guys here. Key. I want to start getting rid of these imps, as at this point they're really the ones doing the most damage. Now these guys attack. Oop. Leave my battle dwarves alone. Yeah, I guess they can attack the gods. Continue attacking these guys. Now let's just kill them since we can. And we win. Okay, we lost quite a lot, but obviously not as much as them. Resistance, definitely water magic. Let's take care of her as well. Or try to, at least. Eat health. Alright, hopefully they don't resist. Okay, awesome. And scouting. Grab this. Okay, next is... A pit fiend steps out of the bleak prison. It cracks a whip, splitting a nearby rock in two. Immediately, lots more of the creatures come to its side. Flee, or else join the hopeless within our prison, the pit fiend says. So we got some pit lords, but nothing to worry about. And would you look at that? Luck coming in clutch. 700 damage. That's a whole lot of damage. They definitely take wisdom for the sake of hopefully our Mages Guild comes in with some really good spells. Okay, let's go to the prison. And this is Valita, the Elven Captain they were talking about. So, leadership, offense, ballistics, archery, and a very nice specialty. So, we want to do this. And just do this for now. Okay, she can just stand here and make us money. She's not going to be moving on with us. I think Thorgrim will be instead. Thorgrim and Valita. Okay. You know what? Let's actually do this. We don't have enough money, of course. Send her back so she can get some upgrades. Send you back. And end our turn. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Split them. And say hello to our neighbor, shall we? Send her back. Right here. 7 widows. Don't really care about. We just need this tree of knowledge for her. And Thorgrim can just sit in the castle. Let's attack the castle. Just since we're here, why not? Grab this. You're fine there. Okay, well, forgot to grab the crystal cavern that they took. And since we don't have a resource silo yet, we aren't getting anything in terms of crystal. That's annoying. Okay, well, they're scared and can't do anything. Someone like her, which I think I'll definitely be using given her skills, I think I'll want wisdom. So, we're gonna give her wisdom. Let us... What is the max level on this? Oops, that's not what I want to click. Level 12. Okay, well... I don't think they'll come out of the castle anytime soon. So it gives us a little bit of time to explore. Grab some more units for her. I guess we could build the resource island this turn. Nothing really else to build. Okay. Today, Aston returned from his mission to rescue the trapped spy. He looked a little tired, thinner, and angry. I need a drink, he said, refusing to say more. So, I waited until he had cleaned up and ate, approaching him only after he had a glass of wine. What happened, I asked. I was too late. Aston said if it was his fault. The poor young lad was dead, tortured and left tied to a tree as a message. I clenched my fist at my side, fighting down the anger rising within. I didn't know the spy, but the man must have been courageous to enter enemy territory. He didn't deserve that kind of death. Aspen shook his head and said, and now the information the spy, excuse me, had us lost forever. Whatever plot he uncovered, we will never know until it is too late. Oh, that is sad and unfortunate. I think we're gonna explore a little more, actually. Don't care. More demons, shouldn't want to fight. Do this. Grab these treasure chests. Send her here. And give her a little bit of a army. So she won't die too easily. Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. I want to... There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Oops. Let's split the elves. Sure. Yeah, I don't think they're really gonna do anything here. Have you visited this? No, you haven't. We can actually send you there. And once we have enough money, we will give you a level up. We'll take archery this time. Help to make these fights much easier. Money, and let's see, star access if we want to get that. Send her on a boat. him level up. Ooh, logistics. Perfect. Here we go. We are short 1 crystal. Well, we can wait that until we get to a turn anyway, so